heavyweight in Australia, 6'7", the Tower of Power from Queensland, Harry Munt. Can Munt pull off an upset here tonight and defeat the destroyer, Phil Fagan?
We'll have a look at Munt, Michael. He just steps over that top rope like it wasn't even there. That's how tall this man is. But Munt, likewise, lacks a little bit of experience. The Phil Fagan, the very experienced UK fighter against Harry Munt. I feel that Fagan is going to certainly have the poise and the experience, but Munt is very unorthodox. He's got those long limbs, and I tell you what, they could come out of left field and just catch Fagan if he's not right on the ball.
He's 6'4" of chiseled granite, originally from the UK, now based in Melbourne, a man who made a huge impact in 1999. They call him the Destroyer, Phil Fagan. Mark the Hammer, earlier this week you sparred the Destroyer, Phil Fagan. He is quite a tough customer.
I tell you what, Michael, earlier in the week, moving around with Fagan down there at Kelly Seif's gym, Dandenong, Fagan is looking sharp. He's very, very strong, and he is ready.
Preliminary bout number 2 coming your way on Fox Sports. This second bout, once again, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing in the blue corner, he is the tallest heavyweight in Australia at 6'7". Last time out, he defeated Mark Samoa in Brisbane. Tonight, weighing in at 92.3 kilos. All the way from the Sunshine Coast, Harry Munt. In the red corner, originally from the United Kingdom, now training out of the Kelly Seif stables in Mulgrave, Victoria. A record of 11 fights, 10 wins, only the 1 blemish. He too stands at 6'2" and weighed in at 101.5 kilograms. He's the Destroyer. He's Phil Fagan. Ladies and gentlemen, your referee for this contest, Mr. Malcolm Bullner.
Well, another capacity crowd on hand here at the showroom at the Crown Casino as we prepare ourselves for the second fight of this 8-man K1 tournament between the Destroyer, Phil Fagan, and Harry Munt from Queensland. Third man in centering, delivering the last-minute instructions, one of the finest in the business, Malcolm Bullner.
Good luck to both your fighters.
Have a look at the lead roundhouse kick off Phil Fagan, Michael. I tell you what, he caught me napping with one of those in the sparring session, and it really rattled the old teeth around in the skull. He's got that whipping lead leg, comes out nice and sharp, and he also uses his front kick like you wouldn't believe. I've not seen a fighter throw off such a sharp front kick. His ball of his lead leg really digs right into your sternum, and he's going to be trying to keep Munt away at decent range, and then working in from there. Harry Munt, it'll take a little while to settle, but he's got a good chin on him, Harry Munt. We've seen him fight in the past. He can take a knock. He fought a tough Samoan in his last bout who absolutely bombed him out in the first round, and he survived and went from there.
Well, all's just about in readiness for our second fight. Harry Munt, of course, last time out in Brisbane on Scott Bannon promotion, fought and defeated Mark Samoa. And Phil Fagan, he's added on 6 kilos of what looks like pure muscle since his last outing. Last time out, he weighed in 94 kilo. Now he's up to 101. Make that 7 kilos he's added on. And here we go in the first round of action. Fagan, the 32-year-old personal trainer, knows this is his big chance to make it to the K1 in Japan. Of course, the winner of tonight's event earns a rite of passage to compete in Japan, and the possibility of competing for up to US $1 million.
Fagan's going to have to hold his hands up. He's holding his hands dangerously low for fighting such a tall opponent. These boys will be playing a real game of chess. Neither of them are real knockout artists, both technically balanced and even, I'd say, with Fagan possibly having the better technique of the two.
Nice right hand there from Phil Fagan. As the Hammer said, probably the most technically gifted heavyweight in the competition tonight. Nice leg kick to the lead leg from Fagan. Huge crowd support for him.
The one thing I found when I was sparring Phil, Michael, was that he just picked his shot so well. You leave an opening for this man and he's going to pick it.
Glancing left hook there from big Harry Munt, came close but no cigar, just misses with a high left round kick. He can work that high left and right round kick right up behind the back of the neck, Harry Munt. No problem whatsoever for the 6'7" Queenslander.
He doesn't use his lead leg nearly enough, Munt, though. He's all over with the round kicks. But one thing that's going to happen here is these two boys are probably going to go a fair distance, and they're going to get knocked up. And that's probably going to be interesting when the next fighter comes up against Ozcan.
Nice overhand right there from Phil Fagan, the destroyer. Nice inside leg kick to the inside left thigh. Beautiful leg kick to that lead thigh again there from Fagan. Just misses with the left hook. 1 minute 40 down in the first round. Munt just taps him on the brow for the soft jab. Inside leg kick there from Fagan.
Fagan has to follow up. He's relying on 1s and 2s. He's got to go to 3s and 4 combinations.
Very clever fighter indeed, Phil Fagan. Of course, ploughed his trade over in the UK before coming to Australia late 98. Nice right hand there from Harry Munt from the Leon Spain stables up on the Sunshine Coast. Beautiful left hook there from Fagan, timed it perfectly. Nice step up front kick to the midsection, a real gut muncher.
Well, one thing that Munt doesn't lack, Michael, and that's a lot of heart. The man there with the red shorts, he's a very, very tough man indeed. And Fagan's really going to have to pick his openings. Let that right hand go. He's only letting his jab go at the moment, Fagan.
Big left hand there from Phil Fagan. He caught Harry Munt. Munt on the back foot now. Here comes the destroyer. Nice overhand right. Munt goes down.
There's a knockdown. Fagan right on the money with that left hand. Caught him with a hook. There's one more. He's got to knock him down once more to get the stoppage. He wants to storm across now and put him away, Fagan.
Here comes the destroyer, Phil Fagan. 2 left hooks, the big right hand. Fagan unleashing the heavy artillery. One goes down. It's over. It's over. Phil Fagan will beat Gurkhan Ozcan in our first
we are set up for an epic battle. I tell you what, that is something that's been in the pipeline for a while. Fagan and Ozcan.
What a dream matchup for the semi-final, Hammer. Ozcan against the destroyer.
There's the destroyer, Phil Fagan. He's looking sharp and he's looking ready. That left hand of his is dangerously accurate, Michael.
First round win by knockout for the destroyer, Phil Fagan. Let's have a look at the action as it went down, Hammer.
There you see Munt, a little bit untidy there off the clinch, but Fagan, as I said, look at that pinpoint accuracy with that left hand, sent Munt reeling backwards, and Fagan all over him. The personal trainer from Brighton, Fagan's been doing a lot of sprint work, and he is super fit and ready for this little event here tonight. Fagan once again with that left hand, brought the right hand over nicely, down went Munt, straight into that white corner, and onwards storms Phil Fagan.
At an official time of 2 minutes 53, your winner and another $1,000 richer, Phil Fagan.
It's time to get a little freaky, folks. Making his way to the ring is 126 kilograms of pure madness. They call him the coconut cracker, the cranium crusher. It's New Zealand heavyweight champion, Clay Omatagi. Martha Hammer, you talk about big blokes, and I'll tell you what, Clay Omatagi, he's the biggest man here tonight.
Well, he certainly is, Michael. Next to you, that is. But he is one big fella, and he has got a big attitude to match it. He's going to come in here and give it a red-hot shake. And a supreme showman. Have a look at him.
Clay Omatagi, folks, he's just happy to be here.
Think he's nervous?
Not at all. So. He is, as he self-described, coconut cracker. He's big, he's bad, and he's looking to steamroll through the opposition tonight. From New South Wales and Team Tui, he's a man with a grudge to settle, and his name is Mark Hunt. Mark Hunt being led to the ring by the superstar of Australian kickboxing, Australia's first ever world kickboxing champion, Alex Tui, and Lucy Tui, no relation. They form Team Tui, the backbone behind Mark Hunt.
Well, with such a formidable fighter in his corner, Mark Hunt will certainly be prepared here tonight. Alex Tui, of course, one of the pioneers of New Zealand and Australia kickboxing back in the early 80s and mid-80s, indeed, a true champion, Alex Tui.
3 by 3 minute rounds are scheduled for this number 3 clash in the opening round of the King of Kings. Introducing first from the blue corner, from the stables of the legendary Alex Tui. At 25 years of age, the last time we saw him here on Fox Sports, he defeated Chris Christopoulos in this very ring, standing at 5'10" and weighing in at 92.3 kilos, from north of the border in New South Wales, Mark Hunt. In the red corner, a former New Zealand heavyweight Muay Thai champion. He has come out of retirement to take his shot at glory, that is tonight. Weighing in at 127.9 kilos. They call him the Coconut Cracker, and who's going to argue? He's Clay Almatigi! Ladies and gentlemen, your referee tonight, the Honourable Mr. Dave Hedgecock.
Wow, what an introduction there from Andy Raymond. For the Coconut Cracker, Clay Almatagi. Third man in centering will be the living legend, Dave Hedgecock. Almatagi versus Hunt. 127 kilo versus 110 kilo.
Well,
can the ring hold up, Hammer?
Well, just.
Look at the size of Clay Almatagi. The man, he's as big as a truck. I tell you, he's so big, Hammer, when he walks backwards, he makes a beeping noise. Big leg kick there from Almatagi. Front kick to the midsection from Mark Hunt. Almatagi has come out smoking early on. Looking to plant the cranium cracker. Smack bang on the kisser of Mark Hunt.
Hunt is just going to want to move around. He doesn't want to stand there and trade overhand punches with Almatagi. He wants to move around and try and just out-stamina Almatagi.
Almatagi, the former New Zealand heavyweight Muay Thai champion. Mark Hunt, a man who has gone a long way in a short time. He's taken on the likes of Ron Sifo, Nathan Briggs, many of the big names that Australia and New Zealand has to offer. Tonight, up against the biggest of all, Clay Almatagi. Big overhand right from Almatagi. Hunt being prepared to treat.
He's certainly looking better, Michael, physically.
Slimmed down a bit, hasn't he?
Than when we last saw him against Chris Christopoulos here at Crown.
Very much looks the part here, Mark Hunt. Nice digging away left hand there to the ribs from Clay Almatagi. Alex Tui and Lucy Tui have prepared Mark Hunt for tonight's event. Big inside leg kick there from Clay. They must hurt those leg kicks, Hammer. Well, 127 kilos behind them.
There's got to be a bit of weight coming in behind those leg kicks. I don't think we'll see too many kicks going above the waist, however, Michael.
What could be interesting, Hammer, is that Clay Almatagi and Ron Sifo are in fact training partners. They train together, they own a gym together. Now, if Clay wins here and Ron wins his next fight, they could both meet in the semi-final.
Well, that would be interesting, but as I said to us earlier, they wouldn't hold back. They'd just go for it, and the best man, or the last man standing, would be the one to go through.
Mark Hunt, considered by many people to be a bit of a dark horse for tonight's tournament.
I'd have to say, looking at him, he is prepared very well. And Alex Tui, take nothing away from him. Actually, was watching one of Alex's videos in my younger days that inspired me to take on Muay Thai. He was a very tough man in the ring, Alex Tui. And you can see he's prepared Hunt in the blue shorts very well for this bout.
Leg kick to the lead leg, just being checked there from Hunt. Hunt might let Almatagi tire himself out and then bring on the heavy artillery in about the third or halfway through the second round. Almatagi already looks to be sucking in the air. Quite an entertainer, a real showman, Clay Almatagi, a big hit over in New Zealand.
Nice sharp right there from Hunt, catching Almatagi.
Just flicking out that rear leg, Clay Almatagi turning back kick from a close range there from Mark Hunt. Big right hand from Hunt. You could hear the leather just slap against the jaw of the Coconut Cracker. Looking for a spinning back fist there was Clay Almatagi. So many celebrities ringside: Stan Longanidis, Sam Greco, Master Ishii, some of the stars of the movie Wog Boys. There's the end of the first round of action. Hammer, how do you see that one?
Well, pretty much a nice start to nice start for the round to both boys, but I'd have to say Mark Hunt is certainly looking more complete. Almatagi very threatening, however. He's just waiting for those, let one of those big bombs go, rather. And he's trying to rely on the one shot, whereas Hunt is certainly sticking to his game plan, and he is looking more rounded in the ring there. He's just fighting a lot more clever, with a lot more technique to offer.
Think about circling a bit more, but not too far. Circle with a counter. So although you're going away, counter. Try and put your punches and mix together. That's the main thing.
As Alex Tui gives Mark Hunt some last-minute advice there. I think they're looking fairly confident. But Amatagi knows he's in for a fight here.
We're underway in the second round of action. Mark Hunt versus Clay Amatagi. It's Australia versus New Zealand. Big clash of leg kicks over in the red corner. Plenty of power behind the salvos of both of these men. Nice inside leg kick there from Clay. Just misses with the right hook. Turning his full body weight behind those left and right hands is Clay Amatagi. In his corner there, K1 superstar Ray Sifo.
As I just slipped the mouth guard in there of Amatagi, keen to get back into it, forgot to put the mouth guard in. Can happen.
Mark Hunt just tying him up against the ropes, working those knees. There's the high left round kick to the brow. Amatagi just smiles at him and says, "Come on, Mark, is that all you've got for me?" The crowd really rallying behind Clay Amatagi. Melbourne audiences love a showman. Mark Hunt just sticking out the left hand.
Hunt in the blue shorts, Amatagi in the black. Both big men, that's for sure.
Nice knee to the midsection there from Hunt. 1 minute 5 down in the second round, glancing right hand to the side of the head from Hunt.
I'd have to say the body of Amatagi is where the weakness would be.
There it is, knee to the body. Well, Hammer, you just called that one correctly. Spot on, left knee it was to the rib cage. It sent Amatagi down in the red corner.
Amatagi running out of puff badly now. But Hunt is going to want to try and get another knockdown on Amatagi.
Big overhand right there from Amatagi, looking for the one knock wonder. Working the body again, Mark Hunt. Beautiful rapid hand combinations from Hunt.
Clever tactics as the boys have a bit of a talk to each other in centre ring.
A little bit of talking, trashing centre of the ring, they're mixing it up. Here comes Mark Hunt.
Amatagi knows he's got to stay up.
He walks straight into a right hand. He walks straight into the right hand. Amatagi has gone down. The living legend applies the count. It's all over. It's a knockout victory for Mark Hunt. He will move in to the semi-final.
And there you go. And there's another $1,000. $1,000 all around. I might put my hand up for one myself, Michael. Mark Hunt, beautifully done. Clever tactics. Look the goods. I like the look of Mark Hunt. And if there's going to be an upset, this is the man that could do it here tonight.
I'll tell you what, Hammer, a lot of people predicted Mark Hunt as the dark horse. He is looking in shape, and he's got plenty of power. Could just pull it off.
Once again, you see Hunt just sizing up Amatagi, gets him with that knee to the body, beautifully executed step-up knee. And down went Amatagi there. Overhand right, you can see him setting, bang, into the body. And again, here we go, up to the head. And that is, on someone this big with such a thick neck, that is probably the weakness. You don't want to try and knock their head off. But Amatagi went down, not enough conditioning.